You're live on YouTube now. And oh my gosh, a lot of people today.
That is good, huh?
Yeah, it's really good. No, guys. Yeah, give you attention. So good evening, everybody. My name is Wellington. Oh, someone just lost the connection. And I am the host today. In all Monday's meeting, you will find me here, except when I can't, but then you will find another person here. So who is here for the first time? I guess I have never seen Cassiano, either Edson. Is it your first time, Cassiano?
Yeah, well, it's my first time here, and I'm trying to improve my English, and
That's
I
really
think
good.
will be a good teaching, a good learning. Let's have a good class. Thank you, well.
That's really good. How did you find TNT? Who told you about?
Oh, navigating on internet. I was trying to find some ways to improve my English. So then here I am, right?
That's really good. Welcome to TNT. So, and let me see. Edson, is it your first time too?
Hello, good evening.
Good
No,
evening.
isn't my first time.
Okay, that's good. So welcome again. And Lucas, can you listen me now? Lucas, can you listen me?
Hello.
Now I can listen you, but can you listen me or not yet?
Is Lucas?
Lucas, I cannot hear you. It's really loud and it's like cutting your voice. Would you like to try to connect and disconnect again the audio? I don't know if it is the audio or the place where you are. Yeah, I will try to talk to the others, then I will get back to you, Lucas, okay? And, okay. Let me see. William, is it your first time here?
Hello, guys. Yes, it's my first time. Good evening for all.
Good evening.
Thank you for having me tonight.
That's really good. Could you please present yourself and tell how did you discover about TNT? Who tell you it was on the internet? You're surfing there?
Yeah, so my name is William. I was born and raised in Minas Gerais, but currently I'm living in Volta Redonda. And then I found out this amazing platform on Instagram that I am follow the Philip, and I know he's a guy that work with IT as well, and I was interested to know about him, and I started to follow his blog, and another friend introduced me him and this platform to practice English, to connect to other people. Yeah, and who knows, one day I can be a volunteer in this amazing platform. I just need to improve my English. Yeah.
You are on the right place. Thanks, William.
Yeah.
And it's really good to have you here.
Welcome.
And is there anyone else? Guilherme, Ana Carolina, or Marcio are not common to me. I don't know if you guys have been here before.
No, it's not my first time here in Talk Talk.
That's really good. So then I will explain. And you, Anna, is it your first?
Hi, it's my first time. Good evening. I don't speak English so good, and I don't understand, but I can try it.
That's good. That's good. You're on the right place. And you could understand me, and you are saying. So, guys, I will explain just a little bit about TNT and how it works. TNT here is not a class. Here is a conversation place. So I bring a topic and some questions to guide our conversation, and then we can have some talk. I will not correct you guys. I'm not an English teacher. I'm just learning just like you. And the objective here is you guys to get confidence about your English. So don't be afraid of committing mistakes. Don't say sorry about your mistakes because it's part of the process. And plus, the topic that I brought today is how to become a functional adult. I will send the questions here that will guide our conversation. And as I always say, those questions is just to guide the conversation. You don't need to follow all these questions. You can skip, you can change the order, you can make your own questions. This is the good part of TNT. As we have here 17 people, I will split us in 3 small rooms, actually 2 small rooms, and the others will stay here with me, because this way everybody can talk a little bit and we can share our ideas, okay? Please copy the questions and we will have 40 minutes to talk. And then I will bring you guys back here. Just give me a second to organize things here. Let's see. Okay, just a second. And let's see. Yeah. Just a little bit. Here we go. Please accept the invitation and see you in 40 minutes, okay? And Anna, please accept the invitation to the small room. And here we are. So guys, as Cassiano and William already present themselves, Gabriel, could you present yourself, please?
Yeah, for sure. I'm Gabriel. I'm 21 years old and I live in São Paulo. It's a pleasure to meet you.
Okay. Lucas, can you listen well now? Could you open your micro? Lucas? If you cannot answer, it's okay to you be here and just listen. Just chat here to me, okay? Try now if it is everything well to you. And you, Barbara, could you present yourself? Barbara? I'm not sure if she can listen me too. Oh my gosh. Guys, if you are listening to me, please tap on the chat and send a message. If you just want to listen, it's just send a message too. There is no problem on this, okay? Feel free. But yeah, I will represent myself and I will start because we are kind of late, okay? With the second question. And I will start with William. In your opinion, what is necessary to know to become a functional adult?
Well, so for those people that they decide to become adult, well, the first thing, you need to be more responsible for your actions and your action. So most of the people, they think when they turned 18 years they become adults, but not. So there are a lot of things that is involved for you to become adult. In my case, for example, I think I realized that I became adult when I started to pay my own bills, and I started to don't how can I say, depend of the money for my parents, for example. So I started to buy my own clothes and to live alone. So I think when you start to be more responsible, you start not depend so much, especially money, for your parents. I think it's the moment that you become adults, you know. I think it's my opinion.
That's good. That's good. And if you could listen something to learn, you know, to be a functional adult that could help a lot, what would you choose or say? Like cooking or knowing how to manage money, something like this?
Well, I think it's cooking. For me, it was the most difficult thing that I think that I faced, especially when you say to become adult, because cooking, it's so difficult for me. And I realized that when I start to live with older students, so I left my house, the house of my parents, when I was 17 years, and I decided to live with older students in a dormitories. And I think it was the moment that I realized that I was changing my way that I start to think about my life, my responsibility. So when you start to, how can I say, to follow your path, you know, you start to follow your way, that you don't, how can I say, depend on your parents. I think it's the moment that you become adults. I don't know if I answered your question correctly.
Yeah, you answered. You answered. Thanks for sharing. And for you, Cassiano.
Oh, it's a good question. And for the first, can you hear me well, guys?
Yeah.
Good.
Yes.
To become an adult, it's a very good question. And I think that observing the life, our life, we need to try to change our kind of attitudes facing the life, I'm trying to say, right? Like responsibilities. I think that money, it's a consequence that your own force.
Yeah, and force. You're right.
And force. And I think that observing our life, we can change some things, you know, change for better, I think. And to be a responsible adult, I think that we need to take our own responsibility facing the life, you know.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And if you could choose something like that is essential to know as an adult, like William said about cooking, what would you say that is really necessary?
I think to be a a good person. I know we need to watch to ourselves, like our inner self, you know, to know ourselves, to be more responsible when I'm trying to talk to be more responsible in our attitudes in front of life, do you know?
Yeah.
When we talk something or when we have some kind of attitude, maybe we could be better in this kind of way, you know, give more good examples to our family and the friends and the people around us. Something like this, do you know well?
Yeah, I got it. Thanks, Cassiano. And
Thanks,
you,
man.
Gabriel?
I have a question. What does functional mean? It means like independent adult.
Kind of that, you know, doesn't mean necessarily being independent, living alone, but you can handle with all the things that an adult needs to face, you know?
Like mature, to be a mature person.
Not necessarily mature, kind of, for example, if you had to live alone or take care of the house and yourself, you know, would you be able, what do you think that is necessary to that, you know? Or what society expected from the adults to be, you know, the things that you will face as you are not a young anymore, a kid or a teenager, things that society will demand from you and what yourself will demand for you, you know, and deal with that. Something like this.
I get it, thanks. Yeah, from my point of view, being an adult means like being responsible, you know, like William and Cassiano said. And being an adult is being a person who can like lead life, you know, who can manage life. So, for example, like William said, cooking is good to for everyone, you know, because we can do something and we can manage our lives, you know, like going to a place alone is like it's like an adult because you can manage your life by yourself, you know. Yeah, that's
I got
it.
it. Yeah, I agree with all of you guys. Like, it's necessary to be responsible. And I guess you get this responsibility by experimenting things, different things. And by this, you become more like mature, you know? You get to know experience is something really important. And I guess we can learn some things since we are kids, you know, things that we will face as an adult, like take care of the house, paying bills. That is for the next question. I will start answer. I guess one difficult thing is paying bills. You have to work hard, take care of the house, and pay a lot of bills. And we are becoming adults in a really hard time when everything is more expensive than usual. It's okay. We will face this, I guess. And for you guys, what was or has been the most difficult thing? And you were afraid of becoming an adult when you were a teenager? Or were you like excited to be free and do whatever you want? Who would you like to answer this one first?
Me, it can
Go on.
be well, like years ago when I was like, let me see, I don't know, 14 years old, about 14 years old, I wasn't a communicated person. You know, I was very shy. I didn't have like so many friends, you know. But at the time, I started doing some things to change my personality, you know. So I like talk to myself, Gabriel, you need to change. You need to talk to people in your school, you know. And when I started in high school, I decided to do that, and I think it was the best decision of my life because I started like making friends. I started like being a better person, you know. So I think this time was the time that I could become more adult, you know.
Yeah, that's really good. Really good. And you, Cassiano?
Oh, well, it's something too interesting because the older we get, the more responsibility we acquire facing life. Do you know?
Yeah.
We can perceive some details that we were not capable to perceive when we were younger. Do you know?
Yeah.
Talking about relation with people, and we, liking or not, we have some intention, you know, and some kind of influence in the people around us. And I think that independent about talking, when we talk about age, independent of this, we have this responsibility to bring good words, to bring good actions, and I can resume my speak, uh, talking about the older we get, we acquire responsibilities. Not just talking about money or house or a family, a son, you know, but
Yeah.
some own responsibility.
Yeah. It's kind of what Uncle Ben said to Spider-Man: with great powers come responsibilities. In this case, not powers, but age. Yeah.
Yeah, it could be,
Yes.
yeah.
Exactly. And for you, William?
Well, I remember when I was in high school, most of the teachers, they always asked for you guys, what do you want to be when you become adult? And most of the child, they say, I want to be a lawyer, I want to be a doctor, I want to be a dentist. But the teachers, they forgot to say, if you want to become one of these professionals, you need to work so hard. So they didn't tell me that I had to wake up 5 a.m. in the morning to take 2 buses to get in my job, to listen to my boss complaining because I wake up so late last night and I got late in my job, this kind of thing. So it's not so easy. And when we are teenagers, we always complain about our mother. Tell for us, why did you get at home so late when you went to the party with your friends? You know, we always complain about that. But now I am 27 years old and I didn't see the time that I can return to live with my parents. You know, I'm missing so much to live with them.
Yeah.
And now I got married. I'm married for 2 years. I had a baby, and my baby, this is just 5 months. And man, last month I went to the supermarket and I saw the price of the food. So it's so expensive. And I can say that I was amazing and a good, how can I say, son, because I never complained about the food that my mother and my father, they put in the table. So when you complain the food that you eat in your house and you become adult and you see the price of the rice and the beans, you start to think, man, I want to complain anymore because it's so expensive. When you let some, how can you say, some food in your table, on your plants, and you throw the trash and you start to think, I should eat everything when I put in my table. I won't waste food because it's so expensive. You start to give more value in your job, in yourself, in your money, because it's not so easy to become adult. So everybody said we needed to have more responsibility.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you said everything, I guess they should say that comes a lot of things with this when you become an adult. And as you guys said kind of about this point, I would like to ask, who is the responsibility to teach and prepare the youngsters to adult life, and why?
Do you mean like from
Well,
who? From like
Yeah, like,
meaning a
is the
person?
school, are the parents, are the society? It's necessary, to do it by yourself and no one had to prepare. What do you guys think, and why? What do you think, Cassiano? Please go.
I think that I think that William was no. Okay, I can go. The environment counts a lot. Do you know the environment that we grow, that we get young, we get older, counts a lot, because the influences it builds our personality, and I think that the 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 beginning in the life, like the first 15 years, you have not too much understanding about consequences of life, consequences, a well understanding about the consequences of our actions, of our choices. And maybe I think that everyone has a count on it, but family counts a lot, and friends, and I think that in the 20, like a 20 years old, in front. I'm trying to traduce in my mind to Portuguese, I'm sorry, but something like this, at 20 years old, you have more, you develop, you grow more intuition, like more observable, something like this, Sorry, guys,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, I got it. Really good answer. I'm thinking about. And you, William?
well, I think the life can prepare for everything. So, and our parents as well. So I started to be the mirror of my parents, and mainly my sister. So my sister is like my second mother. So when I am facing some problem in my life, I try to talk with them, because when you become adult, so you have a lot of problems, and you have your personal problems, you have problems with your parents, with your family, with your job. So you need to have a mind, you need to have control in your mind. So you need to take the control. So if you don't do that, you get crazy. And with the world that we are living nowadays, so it's so difficult to get everything. So even there are a lot of things that you can get at the same time, it's so difficult. And if you don't take this control, so you can lose your faith, lose everything. So I think when you become adult, so there are a lot of things that you need to think about it, but in the same time, you don't, how can I say, you don't lose your child that there is inside of you, you know? So everybody say, when you become adult, you don't play anymore, you can watch more cartoons, you can do things that you like to do, you just to think adult, you just to work, you just to raise a family, you just to have success in your life. I don't think that it's to be adult is this kind of thing, you know? So you need to be happy, I think it's my opinion.
I totally agree with you. If I would take this on consideration about not watching things, I would be like, you know, I cannot say the word here, but I could not be considered an adult because I like to watch cartoons. I like to watch these animations. It's really good. I don't have any kid or nephew to take with me to the cinema, so I go alone by myself, you know, to watch. And I guess it's really good,
Yeah,
as
I
I
am say
said,
that
to
because
keep the inner side, the inner child. Yeah.
yeah, I am say that because I'm a big fan of Naruto and I really enjoy to watch anime, so Japanese culture. So I love
too.
Japanese, I love Japan. And when I was living with my parents, waste a lot of hours watching cartoons and animes on TV. And my mother said, William, you don't have age enough to watch more anime, so you need to find something to do, you know, stop to watch animes and do something important, help me clean the house, you know, this kind of thing.
Good. I got it. And for you, Gabriel, and I have here like one animation from an anime, maybe you know, Attack on Titan. And I also have something from
Yeah,
cartoon.
yes.
This is Jake. So I waste my time doing that because you relax, you know, staying at home.
Yes.
And dear Gabriel, what do you think about that? Who is the responsibility to teach and prepare?
I think it's a parent's responsibility at the beginning of person's life, you know. But when the person is like 12 years old, you know, like 12 years old, and after this age, I think the person it's the person's responsibility, you know, because the person know what to do, know bad things and good things in life. So the person knows like what thing is bad and what thing is good, you know. So I think from the age 12, it's person's responsibility. And about what you guys said, like animes, cartoons and stuff, I totally agree with you. I think if you're an adult and you like watching these things, it doesn't matter, you know, because it's what you like, you know. For me, it has nothing to do with that, you know. So you like watching cartoons and it doesn't matter. Yeah, that's it.
It's really good to share that. And guys, for me, I kind of agree with you. I guess actually, like Cassiano said, is both responsibility parents and school, you know. I guess parents have to be aware of what is happening and be with the kids and the youngsters, teenagers, doesn't matter. And when they do that, they give the responsibility to the kids, you know. and some things it's about the situation. I guess you will learn, as we didn't say, with life, because sometimes it's not necessary, it's not the time. But I guess if you have a good base in your life, you can think by your own, you can do things. And nowadays we have Google. Google is a really helpful stuff, you know, to discover a lot of things. I have learned so much with Google, like to cooking and other things.
Yes.
More adult, like opening accounts, declaring income taxes, and things like this. It's just go in Google and YouTube, and you do that by your own. And as I get on that, I don't know if you guys campaign, see those things on news or Instagram or things like this, but we have seen the movement that demands to school should teach things like to declaring tax, basic law, money management, running a business, like those kind of things that school should teach. What do you guys think about? You think that school should teach that? It's not necessary, depend on the situation. What's your guys' opinion? Go on, Cassiano.
Hey, well, can you repeat, please, the
Yeah,
question?
I will. Yeah, like we seen people saying like in school you should teach like to cook, you should teach basic law or security law or how to declare income tax. You guys know what it is in Portuguese?
Imposto
de
de
renda.
renda, algo,
Yeah.
something related, right?
Yeah, like this. People say that school should teach this. Do you guys, or running a business or know how to manage money, you guys agree that is paper of school or should be in anywhere else or depend?
It's another really good question. And talking about this, I think that some areas are the fundamental about the knowledge that we need to know to face the life. And manage money it's something really important. It's essential to know how to deal with it, you know. And I think that in school could be a better curriculum, talking about classes, you know. I'm talking about the public school, and it's not are not good classes, you know. Probably, you know, areas like how to manage money, learn a new language like English that we are practicing
Yeah.
now, and some abilities talking in the future professionals, like programming and IT stuff, you know, like data science, like it will be so important and will be valorized professionals, you know, in the future. And now it's a reality. Imagine in the future.
Yeah, I agree with you totally. And for you, Gabriel, what do you think?
I totally agree with Cassiano. I think schools should teach that, you know, should teach like how to learn a language, how to manage your money and stuff, you know. About languages, in school, they teach us English, you know, but not in an efficient way, you know, because they teach us the language in a weird way, in an efficient way, you know. So they usually like ask us to translate things in English to Portuguese. So this is a bad thing to learn a language, and they don't have a method to do that. You know, it's my opinion. What do you guys think?
Go on,
Well,
William.
well, in my opinion, so I think it's interesting the school teach the child and the students to save their money. Maybe if they have a mind that in the future they want to run a business, it's always amazing. So in my case, for example, when my baby was born, the first thing that I did, I went to the bank to open a banking account, and every month I like to, how can I say, to save at least 100 reals per month. It's not so much, but it's good enough. So I think if you have this mentality, so to save money, to give more value in your money, and to how can I say, so to start a startup or something like that, a project that you have in your mind, and someone can invest some money when you are a child. So when you are a child, you have a lot of thoughts amazing that the adults can trust in you, you know, instead in, how can I say, different when you become adult. Most of the people, they don't trust in your ideas. But when you are a child, if you say something, sometimes can sound silly, but they want to encourage you to, how can I say, to go forward. You know, if you have to dream to open this company, so their parents, the teacher will support these kids. You know, and I think it's good to teach some financial, this kind of things for our child and for our students.
I totally agree with you guys. I think that it's not totally responsibility or change all those things, because what we learn is the basis nowadays. We just should connect more and less, doing things mechanical, because everything is connected. Everything that we learn, we will use someday. You just need to know how to connect this with daily life. Math, it's everywhere. Language is everywhere. But when those things are not connected with the reality, it's not interesting for the kid. It's not even interest for an adult. We do for obligation, but kids don't have these in mind, So you should connect them to take that. And I totally agree with you on this of encouraging them, because sometimes we think on the normal path, these main careers to become an engineer, a lawyer, a doctor, and things like this. But you could be an artist, you could be an entrepreneur, you can be a singer, a dancer, and you could be good at that. You could won money, you could be excellent, and someone out of the line. You just need to be encouraged for that, and you can learn the other things together. I guess parents should request these more, and for sure the public education need to improve a lot, and also the private schools doesn't do this yet, but maybe one day. I remember when I did the high school, in my school, as I did the technician course, the English was different. Most of the things that I have learned in English, it was in the high school. So when in 2 years, I was able to understand and speak like the basic enough to get in a course and improve that. So it works. It's just necessary they change and they put in force on that. And I will get to a hard question and difficult one, because we don't have so much time yet. Is the number 8. In the last few years, we have seen the name. I don't know if you guys have learned this, the name generation. Neither work or study. People that do nothing. And they have grown in the last years. How can this affect the adult life? What do you think? Like the people that are in the age of going to the to the university and things like that. People almost the average age of us here. What do you think, Cassiano?
It's a big mystery of life, but because when we are young, we cannot see, like our vision is blinded, and we lost so many opportunities. Like William said, we cannot see the value that our parents, the work that they do to bring the rice and put in the table. And I think we lost many opportunities along the life. And I think that it's this case, the people that are not trying to study or working in something, trying to improve the English, it's free, right? We are here for free.
Yeah.
And something like this, trying to movement its life, I think that we lose some essential opportunities.
That's really good. Totally agree with you. I have no words to compliment now. And for you, Gabriel, what do you think?
I think these people could be like the situation could get in the way of these people in the future, to become an adult, because they don't want to work, they don't want to study. So do they want to do what, So they should do something to become an adult, to grow in life,
Yeah, I agree. And you, William, the last but not least.
Well, for those people, if you guys have the opportunity to work, if you have the opportunity to study, so go forward. Unfortunately, some people, they don't have this opportunity that I think most of us have and had. So I like to work, I like to study, so sometimes it's not so easy, but it's necessary, it's good for our health, it's good for our body, because when you get old, when you get around 90 years or something like that, and you get rent, so you start to think, I am available for the world, because you can see a lot of people when they get old, they want to keep a student, they want to keep work, they want to be necessary for the world, and if you have this opportunity to work, to study, so go ahead, do your best. Unfortunately, some people, they don't have this opportunity. It's so sad. So besides to stay at home doing nothing, get depressed, thinking about bad things, so it's good to work, to study, to connect with other people. So if you have a health and the power, so you need to do your best,
Really good, really good. And people will be back now. Yeah, just in time. Hey guys, how it was the conversation? For the faces, I see that you like it, yeah? Who would you like to share a little bit how it was? Gilson.
Great conversation about the functional adult, but it's a complex theme, right?
Yeah, but it's good to think about it. Yeah.
Oh, and in our room, and we had two youngest person, and we have a lot of discussion about this. But functional adult, I don't know if I am yet.
Yeah.
But it's a great team. A great team.
That's good. It's good that you like it. And so I will ask to the youngsters here. Guilherme, how it was for you, the conversation? Did you like it?
Yes, I like it so much. For me, it's a very good conversation. I have a lot of information about life of the adult, but for me, it's very good here for talk with other people. Yeah, that's it. For me,
That's
it's
really good.
amazing.
That's really good. I hope that had helped you. And Gabriel, how is it for you? How was it for you?
good conversation and good experience, and I learned a lot. I learned a lot. Good
That's really
conversation.
good.
It is.
Guys, before I keep here and finish, I would like to you to answer the survey that I sent here. You can give comments about topics that you would like to see here, and also say things that you think that we can improve on TNT. I can improve here. We are always open to hear you. And I don't know if you guys know, but this week you can schedule any meeting that you want to you enjoy how it's been on the Pro plan. And I sent here the link. If after that you are interested in sign this, you can sign with 5% of discount. If you want to just buy for 1 month after this, you can buy. But it is still 4th in the month for free. Okay. And the link of the YouTube to you go there and like and comment if you like it, or watch it later to see how it was a discussion here on the main room. And also, if you are not subscribed, you can subscribe it and share this link with your friends, because by this way you bring more people to here. Cassiano said he's not here anymore, but he said about studying English for free here. And it's like a gift. It's something that we should share with our friends. I always share, and I guess you guys also did that. Some of you come here because of this. So it's really important for the project and for the others, because like some of you guys maybe have said to on the small rooms, English is really important to learn. And if we have the opportunity to practice and improve, we should just join it and do it. Doesn't matter if we are prepared or not, you have to do to be prepared. You don't learn anything if you don't taste and try it. So TNT is here to help you guys. And is there anyone that would like to add anything else? We still have more 5 minutes. Let me see, Marcio. I guess I have never asked something to you here on my meeting. How it was a conversation for you?
Well, it's a good conversation, and like the other opportunities who I have here, and I started to came here in TNT less than 1 month, and then I know I don't know all the courses yet, and it's a pleasure, and the conversation today, it's the topic, it is great, it's cool.
That's
Have a
really
nice
good.
conversation today. Great. Thank you all.
I say something. I want to say something for
Go on for it.
Ana Carolina. For me, I really appreciate meet her. I want she keep up do the good work in English is so very developed. In this place you have a good opportunity to develop more and more your English. I like so much see you speaking English very well, Ana.
Yeah, that's good. And you remember how it was for you, Anna, the first time here? Did you like it? It was challenging. It was cool.
Yes, I like it. And for me, it's amazing because I never have experience assim.
Yeah, like that. Yeah.
For me, was very good. Thanks, guys.
That's really good. I am really happy that you guys like TNT and always come here. Don't forget to answer the survey, and see you guys please schedule all the meetings that you can this week and enjoy TNT as much as you can, okay? We have a lot of meetings, more than 30 meetings just in English and 56 in all the languages. So